everybody, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I am planning for November in my Recollections planner, and I'm using this kit from Plannerology Studio. It's super adorable with these little like hedgehogs and foxes, and this is the second page, and it has the October and December calendars to put up over here since we're going to cover up this side, plus like some days, some flags, etc. Here's the sidebar pieces, a bunch of little labels and stuff, and then some icons. And then these are to fill the extra boxes. Did I actually cut these? I think I actually cut these. Okay. And then also some various labels. I really like these little headers with the bows, plus some little boxes with various days in them. Some scripts that I think you can put in your sidebar, and then a few more icons. So I'm going to pretty much just try to use this kit as is and not use too much extra stuff. I'm hoping everything is going to fit correctly. I think it's going to be a little bit big and I'm going to have to trim down because I don't actually have a silhouette. So this was made with assuming that there were going to be cut lines inside, but obviously I don't have those. So we'll just trim those down as we need to, and let's get started. So I'm going to start out with this gigantic box. So in this case, November is starting on a Thursday, which is the second page. So let me see. So I need to trim off just a little bit. So I'm going to try to like guesstimate. And I'm just going to trim it by hand. This is going to result in very unstraight lines, but it'll be close enough, I think. So let me see how much more I need to cut off. I don't want to like lay this down until I've trimmed it, because it's not going to come up very well. So there's those two taken off. So now I think it'll fit, and it seems like everything lines up pretty well. Now it's like slightly too small, but that's totally fine. Fits pretty well and it lines up the way it's supposed to. All right, and then this is the piece on the other page. Again, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to trim some stuff off. Nope, I think it's gonna work out just fine without even having to trim anything off. All right, so there's this side. And then next I'll do these little sidebar pieces. So I just cut this with my slice tool and a ruler. So sometimes I just struggle a little bit to actually get it to work because I didn't always do a great job cutting. So that's why you're gonna see me pull out these scissors like a million times. And if you watch my channel, you'll see me do this all the time. All right. So there's the first one. I'm going to try to get these to go straight down. We'll see how that goes, but I'm going to do my best to not get too crooked. All of these I apparently cut great on half and not so well on the other half, but it's fine. We'll get there. So November is kind of a busy month with the holidays starting up. Couple birthdays in my family, although not as many as October. If you watch my October monthly, it's a little bit out of control, to be completely honest. We got through it. Otherwise, it's just the same old, trying to get a ton of things done. So yeah, I don't think I have like my little note here of the things that I need to put in, and it's not super busy yet, but it's definitely something that kind of gets added on as I go throughout the month. I tend to add things as they come up or when I remember, or in the case of October, it's looking like I'm not going to get to it until the end of the month, and then I'll do all my updates at the end of the month when it's kind of irrelevant, but that's fine. All right. Let me trim this. This one I think is a little bit long because of the no cut line issue. So I'm just going to turn it over and trim. Right here. I think it looks fine. It's not going to be super noticeable. Not straight though. I feel like I should have done this off camera, to be totally honest, but it's done now. All right, so that's the sidebar. I have these little headers for things to put in here. I'm guessing I'm just going to handwrite them because this doesn't really line up with the things that I need to be doing. So I'll just fill in as I need. So if we go to my October, I just have a running to-do list, which is not filled out very well. If you go to September, I did work, home, and other. So I'll probably do something similar to that along the side. It'll probably be like work, home, and I don't know. Oh man. I just realized that you probably couldn't even see most of that, so sorry about that. But here's my beautiful sidebar. Okay, so the other things to put in are, I need to put something in this box down here, which I'm going to put in this single box right here. If I actually cut it well at any corner so I can start to peel it up, because that would be super helpful. Alright, so this one I need to trim 2 sides because I only cut them halfway through. I can like see exactly where I cut, but I also can tell that I did a terrible job at it. Alright, so I have this little box that goes right here, and then I need to trim a little bit of it in each direction so it actually fits. I'm just like hand trimming this. Probably not the way to do it, but that's fine. That pretty well fits. All right, so there's that. Otherwise, I do have 2 more full boxes, or like 1 long half full box, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna put it in, because I think that this month is gonna get crazy enough without needing any of those. All right, so next up, I guess, is holidays. So these are all the holidays to put in. So looks like I'll be trimming these as well. I'm not sure if these have like little lines around them for cut lines. They do. All right. So I just need to cut a tiny bit off each side because of the cut lines. But I don't really care about the height, so I'm not cutting anything off the height. All right, so there's Veterans Day. This one is for fall back, so we have to remember to take all of our clocks and take them back an hour. I usually forget, to be totally honest, and then my phone will remind me. So let me just trim the ends, just like the last one. Now I have like pieces all over my fingers. Usually I end up with like a ridiculous stack over on the edge, which is looking like what's going to happen today too, but that's fine. All right, so that's listed as daylight saving time ends in my calendar, but that's it. All right. Next up is election day. So obviously important day, show up and vote. So our polling location was actually changed, so we have a note up on our refrigerator and hopefully we remember. So that's on the 6th, and then the last one we have that's like an actual holiday. I mean, I guess election day is not really a holiday, but whatevs. Okay. So then we have Thanksgiving. Oh, I forgot about the trimming the ends. I'm trimming both ends to try to keep it centered, but in reality, I'm not even sure that it was worth it, but that's fine. All right, so Thanksgiving, And then we also have Black Friday sales and Cyber Monday sales. I'm going to put them in. I don't always end up getting that much time to shop, especially for Black Friday. But I'm hoping that I'll have at least a little bit of time to do online shopping, if nothing else. Also, we tend to travel for Thanksgiving, which makes it a lot harder to shop because we can't get stuff back very easily. But we'll definitely participate in Cyber Monday. This is also the first thing I actually apparently managed to cut successfully. So yay me. So this one is Monday, not the 19th, the 26th. Almost put that in the wrong week. Okay, so there are all of those things. There's a bunch of payday and bill due flags, so I'm just gonna put in a couple. So I get paid on the 30th, so I guess I will use this little burgundy one for the 30th. Just put down a little payday there. And then the other payday is I get paid on the 15th. So I guess I'll use a blue one there. All right, hang on one second. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get my tweezers before we have to do any of the other hard stuff. All right, I am back. Okay, so got my tweezers. I have the really pointy ones. I know I'm gonna need them because these date dots are tiny. But first, let's deal with some of the other like daily things. So bill dues, there are these little bill due actual items here, or there's just like the little bill due flags. I think I'm just gonna put the little bill due flags because I usually just remember on my own. And I don't really need to see how much it is, etc. So I have one bill due on the 1st, and I have one bill due on the 5th. So there are those. My husband pays most of our bills, so don't have to deal with that. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna put down the date dots and then we can go day to day. So I'll speed you through the date dots because that's gonna be really boring. And then I'll be right back. That took forever. As you can see, I was a little enthusiastic about cutting in some spots, so the backer kind of tore through too. But that's okay. All right, so why don't we just go day by day now? So I'm gonna fold it in half. Okay, so first up, we have some curling games. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to label them. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 games during this month. I think I'm gonna mark them with these little flags. I know it's like gonna use basically all of them up, but, or should I use like one of these dots or hexagons? Nope, I think I'm gonna use these little flags. All right, so for this Thursday, we have a late game for curling. We have many of those this month. We got really lucky during October and had many early games, which means that we are off the ice before 9 o'clock, which is great. But now we are on to the late game half. Somehow that's how it ended up. So I'm just using like my Uniball Signo, and I'm just gonna mark late game. I know what that means. All right, so that's it for there for now. Okay, so the 5th, I have a doctor's appointment. So let me see, there's like a million tiny little icons. I see that there's like a pill. All right, I think I'm gonna use this pill. And I'm gonna put it on one of these other labels. So this is just a follow-up about the the medications I'm taking, so I feel like this kind of fits well. What color label do I want to put in? It's in the 5th, so I guess I'm going to put it on this green label. Come on. All right. So this is going to be too long, just like before. I'm just going to cut off of one end with this kind of label. I think that's going to be fine. All right. So, I'll fill in who the appointment with after. All right, the 6th is both my grandma's birthday and we have a late game. So I'll mark down the late game first. Guess I'll use one of these burgundy ones. Hopefully nothing else is going to go on this day because there's not going to be any space left. Okay, so there is this like happy birthday right here. Green is also my grandma's favorite color, so it seems appropriate to use this green happy birthday for her. So I think, yeah, I'll just stack it on this side too. And then I'm just gonna write grandma here. All right, so 7th, we have nothing going on. The 8th, okay, I have a workshop during this day. Well, I guess I should see if there's like an appropriate icon. It's like a little planning notebook. That could be appropriate. There's these little computers. I guess I'll use the computers. It's a teaching and learning workshop. So this seems appropriate because it's about online learning. So I will use this little laptop and I'm going to stick it on this burgundy one. For some reason I just really want to use burgundy for this one. So I'm going to. Okay, so this one has one of the little fancy glitter edges. So again, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on the other side, and I'm just going to trim just the one end. Oops, I guess I have to put that up towards the top. Hopefully you cannot see my head in here. I'm sorry if I'm blocking you. Okay. So I guess I'll just write online learning workshop. Okay, and then I said I need to mark a curling game. So I guess I'll use a blue one for this one. And as with the other ones, this is yet another late game. We're gonna be so tired. So late games have us getting off the ice just before 11. And then by the time we're home, it's like midnight. Okay, and then on the 9th, I have a massage scheduled. So let me see if there's like an icon. I don't feel like there's really an icon that has to do with massages. Not really. I'm gonna use this glitter label though. I know that. I'm just going to use this. Alright, so this is just my slice tool and I'm just trying to slice it a little bit better. A little bit dangerous to do on top of my planner, but we're just going to go with it. Alright, well, I left some scratch marks, but I think it'll be okay. That's why I shouldn't have done it there. Alright, so now I'm going to just trim this one a little bit. And I think I'm going to put it kind of in the middle. It's like towards the end of the day, but I don't know if we're gonna end up doing something in the evening, in which case I'll want that. I think I'm gonna use like a ton of different icons to choose from. I guess I'm gonna use one of these like asterisk circles. They're not perfectly round because I hand cut them, but that's fine. All right, so my massage is marked. Oops, now I covered my notes, so I can't actually see anything. Nothing on the 10th right now. Moving on to the 11th. So that's my sister's birthday. So there are these like tiny little like cake icons, but I thought I would actually pull one. So this is my October monthly. So I thought I would pull one of these balloons because I feel like they're perfect. They go with the colors really well. Because apparently I just like these colors. And then I guess I'll use the blue one for her. So I just need to cut the burgundy one off. Stick it back down for later, because I'm sure we'll need it eventually. Oops, I'm just trying to stick everything to each other. So my October monthly, as I said, is far from done. So I still need to use a bunch of these stickers, but I've already put down all the birthdays, so I don't have to worry about that part. So I can definitely use one of these balloons without an issue. Okay, so just put the balloons down like that. And I'm just gonna write happy birthday. And then Rebecca. Okay, so that's everything for that day. This day I have an appointment again. If I can find the sheet I want. This is not the sheet I want. This is the sheet I want. All right. So this is an appointment with a nutritionist to try to figure out what is going on with my life and why I'm always tired and why I can't seem to lose weight. So I think I'm gonna put it on this yellow one. Yellow is definitely not one of my favorite colors, but I do feel like it feels very fall. So that's part of why I'm using it. Also, I feel like if I don't use it for this kit, I'm not gonna use it in the leftovers, most likely. So I might as well use it now. At least that's my reasoning. I might be crazy. It's fine. All right, so I'll put that up here. I think it's actually towards the end of the day, but whatever. Now I lost my pen. Oh, we got it. And again, I'll just fill in who the appointment with afterwards. Okay, so starting the 13th, I have jury duty. Super exciting. So I'm gonna pull one of these long strips of washi. They're all these like, they're this glitter washi. So I'm gonna put it just down at the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down at the bottom. Even though I'm gonna have things that go on in the evenings, and jury duty theoretically does not go on in the evenings. All right, and then I'm just gonna freehand it. Then turn it over. Still have jury duty on the 15th and the 16th. Trying to like not let the end get down too hard. All right, and then I also have jury duty still on the 19th. So I need to put that here. And I'm gonna need the rest of the strip in a minute. Okay, how does one mark jury duty? That's not like a thing that you get an icon for. I guess I'm gonna use one of these little like exclamation point icons. I'm gonna put this one actually at the end. because I don't want it right next to the green right here. Put this one at the beginning, and I'm just going to write jury duty. And I'm going to put end of jury duty right here. So I understand, you know, how this all connects, because this is just like a long chain. All right, so during the midst of my potential jury dutying, I have to like check in every day, and then they may or may not want me. Okay, so the 13th I have, you guessed it, a late game. I'm sure that was shocking. Now I'm trying to like ruin this little flag. I do have one extra, but I don't want to ruin this one because I like it. Okay. So I'm gonna put that down right here. I'm trying to minimize scheduling things like meetings and stuff when I'm on jury duty, because otherwise I'm gonna have to reschedule it if I actually get called, but you know, doing my best. So the 14th, I have a work dinner, which I may or may not get to go to, of course. So for that, I'm gonna use one of these little like blank, no, that's a little bit boring, I guess. So these are like a little bit skinnier. I feel weird using a glitter label for a work event, but I'm just gonna go with it, I think. Because there's a fair number of glitter labels in this set. So I'm just gonna use them, and it's gonna be great. So I know this is glitter next to glitter. I don't really care. And let's see if I can find, there's like the little food icon. It also shows up in green. So let me pull this little green one. So we have dinner, and then we also listen to somebody talk. So I'm just gonna put that in, and then I'll fill in what it's called afterwards. All right, next up, the 15th, where we have another late game. Eventually we will get back to some early games. That is a thing, but not until the end of the month. Not on Thanksgiving. So this is a late game here. Okay, 16th, 17th, nothing scheduled right now other than this jury duty nonsense. On to here, 18th, nothing scheduled. 19th, just the last day of jury duty. So starting on the 20th, hence why I should probably have just not even bothered to cut this. We're gonna be traveling. So I'm gonna put this down. And then we're coming back on the 25th, so I'm just gonna put it down here because I'd rather just use like one long piece on the other side than have to cut extra times. So there's that, and then it's going to go over Thanksgiving. No, stick. I don't even know why I'm hanging on to all of these things at the same time, but I am, so we're just gonna keep going. Okay. So trim, there we go. Okay, so for that, we're gonna be in Phoenix. So I'm just gonna write Phoenix. And I guess I'll put like a little heart at the beginning, and then another little heart at the end. And then we have a flight this day so that we can actually get to Phoenix. So I could go get like a flight tracker, but I will put that into my weekly. I don't really need one in my monthly for that. So it's actually a morning flight, trying to maximize our time in warm weather. So I'll put that down. And then we have an airplane on this burgundy. And that's the only airplane we have. Okay, so that's fine. Should I use the tweezers for this now? Okay, so I'm just gonna write flight to Phoenix. I just write airport codes for everything. That's just what I do. Okay, I have nothing scheduled during the week of Thanksgiving. We're gonna do whatever it is that we want to do in Phoenix. So moving on then to the 25th, I'm gonna pull another one of these skinnier glitter labels, if I can. Some days I feel like I'm just better at cutting than others, and today was not a great day for that, but that's fine. And I'm just gonna stick that up here. And then since we're coming home, there are like a bunch of different colored home items, but I think I'm gonna use this burgundy one again. I feel like burgundy is the best choice for this. Kind of goes with the flight one then. Trim off the little excess at the bottom. So this is our day of flying back home. Again, it's an early flight. We got to get back on Eastern time. All right, so that's our flight home. Oh crap, on the 6th I have class and I forgot to mark that. I was just gonna mark the 27th I have class. Okay, so the 6th I have class. I don't really want that to take up that much space. So I'm just gonna use one of these little asterisks. I think I'll use the blue one, even though it matches the day, and this is going way at the top. I'm gonna put it over here. And I'm just gonna write class. There, okay, so then the 27th we have class again. So I guess I'll use a burgundy one this time. I could make it match the day again, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna put it over here like this. So I'm not running out of space as much, but that's fine. And then I have another late game. So I will use this blue one. I think we'll have one left over, so we'll have to see if green or yellow goes better, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, sit straight. Okay, there we go. Put it in late game. Right there. Nothing on the 28th. And then the 29th, we have an early game, which is awesome. So excited for that. So I think that the yellow one goes better here. So I'm just gonna put that in right there and write early game. Okay, so I'm gonna move all of this stuff out of the way. So this is what my month looks like. Sorry, the lighting is all weird. The sun is coming in from outside, but we're just gonna deal with it. So I still have a ton of icons, some boxes, some habit trackers, not sure what to do with those for a monthly. A couple strips of washi, a bunch more items here, some full box and most of the sheet, and then still some icons over here. So I'll have some things to help me fill out the rest of the month. I'm not filling in my sidebar yet, but I will figure out what to fill that in with at some point. So this is what my monthly looks like. So I hope you enjoy. I'll try to post a finished one on Instagram, or when I inevitably forget, I'll do a flip through of the fourth quarter of 2018 at some point, and that will include this. So I hope you enjoy. Tell me below what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving. I would love to know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!